So we're back today with another review, and this one here is a classic. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. We're gonna cover the scent profile, performance, versatility, and of course, we're gonna take it to the streets to see what women think of this fragrance. And before we start, if you wanna support the channel, you can buy a sample at my store, scentpilot.com. We're still running the holiday sale to the end of December. Use the code BF15 to get 15% off your entire order. Without any further ado, let's get into this review. So Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme is going to be a nice balance between fresh and sweet elements. The opening, bright, uplifting, and cooling with a combination of mandarin and mint. And as it dries down, the tonka bean is going to be the dominant player. It gives it a slight powdery touch, but honestly guys, it pretty much smells like vanilla. Now the sweetness on this one is going to give it a rounded off, smooth, silky quality. It's not going to go in a gourmand direction. Now I know in the title, it says that it's a sporty fragrance, but to be honest with you, just like a lot of the other Chanel fragrances, it comes off classy, refined, and it does have a nice touch of elegance. So although it says sport in the name, it's not necessarily a sporty fragrance. Now, what's the main difference between this one here and the original Allure Homme Sport? I'll break it down for you guys in a very simple manner. They're both going to share a very similar DNA, but the Extreme takes the original core foundation of Allure Homme Sport and amplifies the sweetness, because with this one here, it focuses a lot more on the tonka bean, while the original Allure Homme Sport is going to focus more on the fresher aspects. So that's pretty much going to be the main difference between the two. I think they're both phenomenal fragrances, so I would say try them out and see which one speaks to you the most, because I do find it a bit redundant owning both. Now here's another topic that some people may be curious about. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme versus Bleu de Chanel. I'm gonna break it down very briefly guys, because I don't wanna make it the main topic of this review. These two fragrances do not smell like each other in any way, shape, or form. This is going to be a fresh and sweet fragrance, while this one here is going to be citrus woody with a touch of smokiness coming from the incense. Because Allure Homme Sport is going to go in a sweeter direction, Bleu de Chanel is going to come off like the more masculine fragrance. And just to clarify, I'm not saying that Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme smells feminine. I'm just saying between the two, Bleu de Chanel has a little bit more of that masculine edge. Bleu de Chanel is going to come off a little bit more dressy as well. Now, here's where Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme has a bit more of an edge versus Bleu de Chanel, depending how you view the fact. Bleu de Chanel is the second most sold men's fragrance on the market. So therefore, you can see it in two different ways. It is a top seller for a reason, because it must be tried and true. It must be a really good fragrance. On the other hand, because it is the top selling fragrance on the market, it's not going to be the most unique fragrance. While this one here is still popular, it is, in my opinion, the more underrated Chanel, because not many people are wearing this one versus Bleu de Chanel. So it's really a matter of perspective, guys. If you wanted the more masculine, more dressy fragrance, go with Bleu de Chanel. But if you wanted something that's still classy, elegant, and refined, that has a little bit more of a unique character, go with this one here. But either or, both fragrances are phenomenal. When it comes to the performance, I get a solid 7 to 8 hours of longevity, and just like a lot of the other Chanel fragrances, by nature, it is going to be a little bit more reserved when it comes to the projection. For the first couple of hours, I get a solid 1.5 to 2 feet of projection. It is going to be attention grabbing. At the same time, it comes off light, airy, and clean, and it won't be a room filler. For the next 3 hours, the projection dials back. It's going to leave a scent bubble with about 1/2 foot of projection, but during that time, it is going to be more reserved, where people have to be close to your vicinity in order to notice it. Around that 5-hour mark, it becomes more of a skin scent, and around that 7 to 8 hour mark, it's going to be faded. So when it comes to the performance, this one here is going to add a little bit more longevity versus the original Allure Homme Sport, and it fits in line with the performance of a lot of other Chanel fragrances. When it comes to the versatility, although this is labeled as a sporty fragrance, this is going to be in the S tier category, signature scent worthy and Swiss Army knife certified. You can wear this one in the fall, winter, summer, and spring. It has enough freshness that you're able to wear this one in the warmer weather, and the sweeter, powdery facets of this fragrance make it a great choice for the cooler weather. So as far as these seasons, you can wear this one all year round. When it comes to the office or any professional environments, this could also be your signature scent. It's clean, it's elegant, and just like a lot of the other Chanel fragrances, it does have a professional edge. When it comes to the gym or any sporty activities, if you wanted to wear this one as your signature, you absolutely can. And I've worn it a couple of times, and I will tell you, it's a very pleasant experience. But is it the best sporty fragrance on the market? In my opinion, no. I normally advocate for a more affordable option due to the fact that you are wearing it on a consistent basis. But if you wanted to wear this fragrance, you absolutely can. When it comes to date nights or any romantic situation, if you wanted to wear this fragrance, you absolutely can. It comes off clean, elegant, and very inoffensive. When it comes to the clubs, I wouldn't say that this is going to be the best choice due to the fact that it has very reserved projection. But if you wanted to wear this fragrance, just give it a couple more sprays. And when it comes to the suit and tie or tuxedo, you could also wear this fragrance as well. Like I said earlier, although it says sport in the name, it still comes off clean, elegant, and classy. Plus, it's Chanel, so it is going to offer a bit of a status element. So as far as the versatility, this is going to be in the S tier category. Signature scent worthy and Swiss Army knife certified. And of course, we took it to the streets to see what women think of this fragrance. Let's play the footage. Hey, good afternoon. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm a fragrance influencer.
Okay.
Can I get your opinion on this popular men's fragrance real quick? Thank you so much for your time.
I like it.
Okay.
But it's not my favorite.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I think I like more like matte, like I don't know how to describe fragrances.
Yeah.
Like more like I like a more like elevated Abercrombie. But like not Abercrombie, but
like that style maybe?
yeah, like more that style.
Like citrusy, musky? Because this
more
is
musky.
This is more like powdery
Yeah.
sweet. So
Yeah,
I
not
can
as
see that.
sweet.
So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score?
It smells good. I would say like a 6.
A 6, okay. So the one we showed you today is going to be the popular Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This is mint and orange, and it has like a tonka bean, which gives you like a vanilla smoothness.
Nice.
So before I leave, you did say Abercrombie is one of those fragrances.
Yeah.
Is there another one you like on men you want to share with us, or we should know about?
Like David Beckham, I forgot what it's called.
Okay, David Beckham?
Or Chanel Blue.
Bleu de Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel Blue.
That's definitely more citrus woody versus this one here.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. Okay, have a good day. Let's ask her right here. Hi, how are you today? I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I see your opinion on this men's fragrance right here real quick? Okay, have a good day. Oh, yo soy un influencer de perfumes. Aquí un perfume es para hombre. Ok, chequea. Gracias.
Huele muy bien. Huele muy bien.
Muy bien.
Sí.
1 a la 10.
Oh, ya.
¿Qué el número?
8.
8. Ok, bueno. Le perfume se llama Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Gracias. Hasta luego. Bye bye. Hey, good afternoon. How are you today? I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this popular men's fragrance real quick?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
It smells nice.
Smells-
I think it's a little like. I think I prefer something a little spicier. I think it's also a little sweeter than I would expect.
It is a little bit on the sweeter side for sure. You prefer something a little spicier when it comes to men's fragrances?
I think so, yeah.
So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score?
Maybe like a 4.5.
4.5. Okay, so it's definitely not your style.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Okay, so the fragrance we showed you today is going to be Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you don't like this one so much, is there another men's fragrance or style you like more?
I'm not super well versed in men's fragrances, but I do know that I used to date someone who was wearing like One Station 16.
By Joe Malone.
And I feel like that was a really nice scent.
That's definitely more like a citrus woody compared to this one here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye. Hey, how are you today? I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this popular men's fragrance real quick? Thank you so much. You can take it, give us your honest opinion on it. Appreciate your time. Okay, here you go. Do you like it or not like it? You like it? Okay. You like it as well? Okay. Good? Or you don't like it so much?
No.
It's not your style?
No.
Why don't you like this one so much? You can be honest with us.
I feel like it's masculine.
It is masculine. It's for men.
And then it's
For a men's fragrance.
great, yeah.
It's
for
good?
men. It's great.
Okay, what kind of man do you imagine wearing this one? Like younger, older, classy, teenager? What kind of guy? If you want to smell it again, you can.
I don't think like a grown man
Not a grown man's fragrance.
is really fresh, so I don't think a grown man.
Not a grown man's fragrance, really fresh. Okay. So
Like
for
you, like
like me, like the way I'm dressed now, casual. Okay. So from 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score? And I'll show you the bottle after.
7.
7.
Yes, sir.
7.
6, 7,
6, 7. Okay. 6.5.
maybe.
Okay. So the fragrance we showed you today is going to be the popular Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This is a very like fresh fragrance with tonka bean. It kind of gives it like a vanilla like sweetness. So since you're not a fan of this one so much, is there another men's fragrance you like, you want to share with us, or we should know about?
Men.
Yeah, men's fragrances. We're looking out for the guys.
One by Tom Ford, I think is
Oud wood, tobacco vanilla. Tobacco vanilla? Oh, you like those spicy fragrances? Okay.
I like Tonka 25 by
Le Labo? Okay, expensive fragrance, expensive taste so far, ladies. Okay. Down.
I have like fragrance in a special, but I like when it's like woody.
You like woody.
Yeah.
This is definitely not really a woody. It's kind of like a powdery sweet, so it makes sense. Well, thank you so much for your time. Okay. Have a good one. Okay. Bye bye. Hi, how are you today? I'm a fragrance influencer. Can I get your opinion on this popular men's fragrance real quick? Thank you so much for your time.
Nice, it's not too strong.
It's not too strong. What kind of man do you imagine wearing this one?
A businessman.
Businessman? Okay, 2 more questions, okay?
Sure.
From 1 to 10, 10 being the best men's fragrance, what would you give it as a score?
I'm not too familiar, but I'd give it like a solid 9. It smells good.
A solid 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so the fragrance we showed you today is going to be the popular Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Fresh, minty with like a smooth vanilla vibe.
I get that, yeah.
You get that, right? One more question and that's it, okay?
All good.
Is there another men's fragrance you like, you want to share with us, or we should know about?
I gotta get more knowledgeable on the topic, but I don't know.
Non-specific.
Non-specific, I can't think of anything.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. This one here was a bit divisive. Some women really liked it, giving it scores of 8 and 9, and some people weren't the biggest fans, giving it a score of a 4.5. When I asked some of the women why they didn't like this fragrance or what style of fragrance they prefer more, a lot of them mentioned Bleu de Chanel and Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt, which are completely different fragrances from this one here. Bleu de Chanel and Wood Sage and Sea Salt are more fresh, clean, woody, while this one here is more of a powdery, sweet fragrance. And we've seen this pattern a couple of times on the channel. Not all women like sweet fragrances on men. Some of them prefer a fresh and clean scent profile instead. Now, from experience, I can tell you that this fragrance has pulled me a ton of compliments, and it does pretty well when it comes to women's reactions, but just keep it in mind, not all women are into sweeter fragrances. So what's my final verdict on Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme? Let's put the bottle down and get serious. Now, some of you who watched my top 10 summer fragrance list know how much I enjoy this fragrance. It's fresh, it's clean, it's sweet. At the same time, it doesn't come off cloying or gourmand. It's done with a touch of class. When it starts to get warmer outside, like a cool spring day, this is one of my go-to fragrances. The performance on it is going to be better than the original Allure Homme Sport, but again, either fragrance is phenomenal. I would say try them out and see which one you prefer between the two. Versatility, yes, it's labeled as a sporty fragrance, but you could absolutely wear this one as your signature scent. And when it comes to women's reactions and compliments, from experience, I have received a lot of compliments with this fragrance, but just keep it in mind, not all women are going to like sweeter fragrances. Some of them simply prefer a fresh and clean woody scent profile. Now here's the thing, if I had to keep one Chanel fragrance between Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme and Bleu de Chanel, I would personally take Bleu de Chanel over Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. And here's why. I find this one to be a little bit more masculine, a little bit more dressy, and I simply prefer the scent profile a little bit more. And when it comes to compliments, although Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme did beat Bleu de Chanel in a fragrance battle, from experience, Bleu de Chanel has garnered me more compliments. So if I had to keep one Chanel fragrance, I'm going for Bleu de Chanel, but I do think they're both phenomenal options. And because they smell completely different from each other, I don't find it redundant to own both. But nonetheless, Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme is still a phenomenal fragrance, one of my favorites in my collection, and I still think that this is the underrated Chanel fragrance. Why? Because Bleu de Chanel gets so much more attention. This one here at times feels like it goes below the radar, at least for the average person out there. So for me guys, still a phenomenal fragrance and one that I highly recommend you sample or try. So hope you enjoyed my review of Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below what video you want to see next, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, you can buy a sample at my store, scentpilot.com. We're still running the holiday sale to the end of December. Use the code BF15 to get 15% off your entire order. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.